Hey everyone! Well, I'm into my last week of walking, getting ready for my hiking season that's coming up. I started in January, right after Christmas, so first week of January, and then I was exposed to COVID, so I missed 2 weeks of school and I never tested positive. But then by the third week, I tested positive, so I had to stay home for another week. So I missed a total of 3 weeks of school. So I didn't get to do any working out. I had a little cough. It wasn't too bad. It was just more annoying. And then I did lose my taste and smell for a couple weeks. And then, I had that back. But yeah, so then when I finally got to go back to work, I started my walking back up, and then at that time I just went ahead and started walking outside. And luckily here in New Mexico where I live, the weather's not too extreme, well, except for the wind. We get a lot of wind, but I walked every day. I pretty much walked 5 days a week consistently, whether it was raining, snowing, sunny, or windy. So I stuck to it. Now I started off with just a few miles at a time, and then I just gradually worked up. And then March, we went on spring break, so I went to Denver, spent a week there, then ended up another week because my flights got delayed. So, which, was okay. I got to spend time with my daughter and her husband. I love doing that. Just ate my whole 2 weeks away. I'm a sucker for coffee and good pastries, and those two know all the greatest places to eat, so we just proceeded to eat our 2 weeks away. So I gained a couple pounds, but it's all right. I don't feel bad about it at all. I'd do it again. I'm such a foodie. So then I got back, started walking again, and all the way till the end of April, I'd walk. I was up to 13 miles. But then getting home after school and trying to walk that much, it's hard. You just don't have enough time. So I started walking at school when my kids would go to specials or when they were at lunch. So I could at least get some miles in, and then I'd get home and I'd had enough time to fill in however many miles that I needed. So for the last couple weeks, that's what I've been doing, and I'm up to 15 miles. I'm not going to be hiking that every day, backpacking, but there will be a few times where I need to be able to go that far, and I just wanted to know that I could do that. I wanted to see, could I walk at least 15, 16 miles per day, and I can, so that's good. But anyway, yeah, so school will end this week, and I've got a couple backpack trips planned. So I have I have 2 different trips planned. They're both 7-day trips. So up in Durango, some different trails up there that I love, so I'll go do that. And after that, I am headed out on my biggest adventure yet, and that's the Colorado Trail. So I'm just so excited to do that. I was supposed to do it last summer, but I went back to teach it. I was at a new school, so there was just some conflicts with time and training, so I had to put off my trip. And I was pretty bummed out at first about it, but I'm just a believer. Things work out like they're supposed to. And now, looking back, I'm really glad. I'm really glad the way it worked out, because now I just feel spiritually stronger, emotionally stronger, and physically. So I would have done fine, but I don't know. I just feel like I've been preparing more for this summer. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. But I haven't been backpacking very long. I'm still a little newbie. I've been going for the last 2 summers. So I still have so much to learn, and I have learned a lot. And I just love it. I never knew I was going to love backpacking like I did. So I do. I love it. So when I first started getting into backpacking, I watched YouTube and I read, I just want to know everything I can about it. So I started acquiring my gear, and no matter how many things that I watch or people that I talk to, I still have to just go learn on my own, So I put my backpack on that first trip, and my pack weighed 48 pounds, and that was just way too much. It was heavy. The backpack itself was comfy. I'm an Osprey gal. I've tried several different backpacks, but those fit the best. But it was way too heavy. So when I got home, I started, just going through everything, reweighing everything, trying to figure out what I could cut back on. And so I got my weight down, like at least down to 40 pounds. But that was still too much. So my second trip, before I left, I thought when I was up there backpacking, I thought, I've got to get rid of some of this stuff. I need to offload some of my stuff. So I was throwing out tortillas to the squirrels, just trying to lighten that load. But each time that I went, I learned more. I'd go back and I'd figure out what I could leave, what I didn't need. So, and by now, this year, half of the gear that I have, I definitely love, and it works really great for me. But I did make some changes. So I got a quilt. So I've never used a quilt. This is going to be my first time, and I'm a cold sleeper, so hopefully that's going to do for me. I did get a lighter weight backpack, and what else did I get? Oh, I just made some little changes, like I'm not taking as big of a cook pot, and I just really have gone through and tried to cut out as much as I can. And I have to say, for my 7-day trip, right now my backpack without water is, I think it's 29, almost 30 pounds. So I'm happy with that for now. I think that'll be okay. That's definitely better than 48. But I'm just so amazed at some of these people that their base weight is 16 pounds, or I'm like, how do they do that? So, but it's all right. The stuff that I've got, the stuff that I love, and then the new stuff, I'm sure I'm gonna love that too. As long as I'm out on the trail, I'm happy. But anyway, I'm still learning, and it's fun learning. But all right, well, I just wanted to hop on and kind of talk a little bit about what I'm doing. I'm real excited to finish up this week in school and to get to backpacking. So I am planning on doing a lot of recording, uploading to YouTube and my Instagram, and yeah, so I want to do that. That's not just my natural thing. I'm not a complete tech savvy gal. But I know how much I have loved watching people's YouTube, their Instagram, or seeing them on Facebook. I've learned so many things. And it's just so enjoyable to see what people are doing and, just kind of live through them. But, so I'd like to do that too. Mainly because my family wonders, what I'm doing or where I'm going. And I always love to see what they're doing. So I thought, well, I could do the same thing. So I'll give it a try. But, all right, well, I hope you guys have a great day, great afternoon, and see you later. Bye.